Hi, my family and friends. This is Auntie Pauline just wishing you all the best down there in Jamaica, right? Thank God that this hurricane is out of there. Best wishes.
Man, the bill. How are your name again? Gives to close, water, look, water to roof height. Fireman up here to rescue work. People get trapped in a house.
This catastrophe. We are grateful for the patrons of the community who are rendering assistance right now, helping out. Watch your word, people. Watch your word, people. Yes, people. Tap up the live, people, and share the live, people. Please, I'm asking you. This is the Plantain Garden River, and we are in the community and the district of Bad St. Thomas, the Plantain Garden River. And we are also awaiting to see what the island river. Look there, people. See the cars going, people. The guide post. Look there, people. I told you it's going, people. The whole community is going to go, people. Look at it. Look what's happening now, people. Tap up the live, people, and share the live, people. See, that's a car. It's leaving now, people. See there, people? See what's happening on the car. So, people, there's an opening now. There's an entrance for the community of Bad to be washed away. Because that's we are all in the first part of it. And now, as we stand here and we see what is happening, people, once that is removed, then it's heading straight into the community of Bad, Bottom Yard, St. Thomas. The shelter is now in danger. The shelter where the people are at Bad community is in danger because now the water is going to be overflowing over into the community where the shelter is. We have another shelter by the top. I hope the people will know after we removed from the shelter that they are in.
Four evacuations calls since yesterday, I suspect throughout them. As far as Flaggerman in St. Elizabeth, where the residents refused to board the bus. So we sent a bus all the way to Flaggerman in St. Elizabeth. No response. Old Harbour Bay, yesterday, only 10 persons boarded the bus. Port Royal and Raytown today, same response. So we have deployed our resources and are awaiting boarding. So we actually, Desmond, have buses on spot now, parked, waiting to evacuate, and the response is not there. So I want to reiterate based on what Minister Mackenzie just said, and also to say that the update from JUTC as of right now is that they are running limited operations and will likely cease operations by mid-afternoon due to rising water levels, low visibility, and of course, the weather coming closer. JUTC is also providing special support in transporting medical staff to the KPH, and we are prepared to respond to similar requests from the public health sector. So again, just indicating that we are doing everything physically possible, and to say, as Desmond rightly said a while ago, you cannot win this bet, so don't gamble. Last but not least, two numbers that I would like to share with you to report vandalism of the telcos, which is a major problem, including this morning on Reddings Road. 876-922-4357. So that will be 876-922-HELP. And also, for Digicel, that would be Flow. For Digicel, we have a number here. Just received 876-355-5000. 876-355-5000. That's to report vandalism on the both telcos. And as I said before, for every time somebody does anything to harm the property of the telcos, whether it be diesel oil or generators or fiber, cable, it is only going to set us back in our recovery efforts. So I see the officer nodding. Zero tolerance Zero tolerance.
A category 4, category 5, immense impacts either way, right? So if you hear it go from a 5 to a 4, just remember that Brian was saying that these things kind of breathe, they change a little bit as we go through. It's not a huge weakening, it's just a fluctuation which happens. Tonight, here are the winds we're looking at. As this pulls on shore, right around 150 mile per hour winds, looking Mandeville back through Treasure Beach, back through Black River as this moves in. We swing into our extreme western sections, including Montego Bay. We're going to have some of the winds that could be as high as 125 miles per hour. Especially, again, it's starting to hint at that turn, but if it keeps moving a little bit more west, these winds may even be a little bit higher from Montego Bay. If it starts to make that turn a little bit sooner, again, starting now, the winds may be a little bit less, and you could see these changes that are really hard to kind of capture, but doing what I can for you. Now, as we work our way forward into our eastern sections, now with that, Kingston is tricky because I'm really waiting on the turn. Winds may be, we're going to have some hurricane winds in Kingston, right? But with that said, if this is a little bit more to the west, they may not be as high as 110. They could be a little bit lower. But either way, hurricane impacts are coming. Just depends on the wobble. As this thing comes in, if it gets a little wobble, say over toward Mandeville, that would give us winds of 110. If it's a little bit more toward Black River, the winds may be 70 to about 90 miles per hour. So trust your judgment. So thank you for understanding that as these things kind of wobble as they work in. That's the same thing for our northeast coast as this kind of swings around. But you see what we're dealing with for tonight into early tomorrow. All of us, the hurricane impacts, of course, right where this goes, that's where they're going to be worse. So really trying to fine tune this close to Mandeville, Treasure Beach, Black River, up through Falmouth and St. Anne's on the edge of Montego Bay as this category 5 or 4 works in. These are the gusts, and in this zone, which right now does not include Spanish Town or Kingston, in this zone here, those are the extreme winds. We'll have tropical storm and hurricane winds elsewhere, of course, but in this, we could have some gusts of about 170 miles per hour right along the coast, right in through.
Good morning, everyone. This is Marlon Chung, J.A. Chinese Boy, and I just want to let you know, everyone in Jamaica, that we're sending our prayers and our love for you guys, and please to be safe. I spoke to Colors this morning. He's okay. Watching Ever Blessed this morning on the bicycle. Randingo checked in. Countryside, I saw him. Mona Flex. Grace Walk Vlog was on his live this morning. And watching father and son right now, because St. Elizabeth, guys, has it the worst right now. So I'm literally watching father and son. And but we're sending out a lot of prayers. So guys, just checking in, letting you guys know that go to a shelter if you have to do that, okay? I spoke to Lisa Smith. Blessings.
This is Pops, praying for you all.
Auntie Pauline, you're to a breath.